sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airwaves. Keep sitting 100 like every single day. RPX. Yeah, just the RPX where you can sit back and catch a vibe at. But your mind gotta be open like a surgeon with a scalpel. Mixed with the tips that can help with the mental. Also the spiritual and even the physical. The way she break it down, you don't need a visual. Always keep it fair and also critical. Everything is clear, ain't no need for subliminals. Growth is essential. The love is not rental. You might be perplexed, but it's so simple. If you wanna know how you can interact, just hit the IG or the Glock or where it at. So come get involved. It don't even cost. Just hit the DM if you need to talk. So all my good people out there, stay blessed and make sure you tune in to the RPX. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sitting 100 like every single day. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sitting 100 like every single day. RPX.
Chill. Here we are. We're back on another episode of the X Radio, where you can find us at Glockaware every Thursday at 6 p.m. We are live on YouTube right now, so tune in and be a voyeur. Check us out. Critique. Listen, we have a new feature. You can even log in through any social media and comment on the YouTube. So, check it out. It'll give you an opportunity to interact with us. We are, of course, finishing up our October segments with healthy relationships in different areas. And this week I like to call them the feisties. However, I'll let them introduce themselves because they have other names. But, we're going to talk about building and maintaining healthy relationships, interpersonal relationships. And I admire these folks because, they just display such a love for one another and an effort towards making a life together in a happy way. A lot of us fall victim to old habits, emotional traumas, baggage we never dropped off. And we just function that way. And it's not healthy. It's not cool. There's a lot of toxic. It's toxic. So I want to salute you guys for that effort because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So I do also have Devon the God in the building as my co-host today. Thank you, man, for making a, effort to be here.
You're welcome, and thank you. I appreciate the invite, and it's a great topic. So.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a great conversation. So with all that to say, hey, feisties, Mr. and Mrs. Plus One, how you doing? I heard. Thank you, sir, for being open to doing something like this, because I heard you kind of a private dude, and as not everything's for everyone, and that's cool. But I appreciate you participating today.
Okay, no problem.
So go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Well, y'all know me as Miss Feisty, Feist, whatever y'all want to call me. Rapper, artist, producer, engineer, video director. I do it all. I've been doing it for some time now. So I'm no longer just Miss Feisty. I'm now Mrs. Pittard. Mm-hmm. This is my husband, Quentin.
Hello.
You don't got give him the whole last name, whole name. I'm just playing. But Mr. and Mrs. Pittard.
Yeah. Congratulations. Yeah.
2 years married. Yeah.
Congratulations. How long have you been together as a whole? Since you started dating?
I think it's 5 years.
About 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Married for 2 years. August 3rd, 2019. Yeah. Mm-hmm. About 5 years.
So newlyweds through COVID. How did that go?
Well, we were blessed and lucky. Our wedding was August 3rd, 2019. So we were 6 months prior to the pandemic,
Right.
and so we were like really lucky to not have to cancel our wedding, due to COVID. So we just made it.
Right. A lot of people
Thank
had
God.
a lot of stresses because they weren't used to being in close proximity at that time.
Yeah.
How did you guys do as newlyweds?
During the pandemic,
Yep.
Yeah, we took vacations on the pandemic.
yeah, we sure did.
Yeah, things still open.
Yeah.
But
A lot of
we
people went to the
both-
beach.
right. So it didn't. It wasn't a drastic change for us. Most people, a lot of couples, like, they don't spend. No, I'm not gonna say that, but the pandemic made a lot of people spend time with their families and stay home. For us, it wasn't nothing different because we're both homebodies
Mm-hmm.
and we're both like very laid back. I'm the fire in the relationship, but I'm also very laid back.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't much of a difference. Like, this my road dog. This my homie, my lover, my friend. So
You gotta have a friendship with
yeah,
the
so
Right.
it didn't matter that we had to be cooped up in the house together. But he actually still worked during the pandemic.
Right.
So, because he's in transportation, so he still had to work.
Okay.
But yeah, it wasn't bad.
There you go.
We got on each other nerves just like everybody else, but we do that to each other on a regular basis anyway.
Right.
no
That's just
pandemic for
normal
that.
stuff, right? Normal
Uh-huh.
stuff. What so when you guys met, did you it was like an instant thing? Were you kind of like you became best buds pretty quick, or was it a work in progress to really get to this point here?
So we met at work. I used to drive for Greyhound as well,
Mhm.
and we wasn't. I knew he liked me,
Right.
but
Not like that
I-
though.
I thought he.
I did my little flirting. So
Yeah, I thought he
she
was.
didn't pay me no mind though. She damn mean.
Okay.
I'm
She was feisty,
She damn Miss Spicy, and Miss Spicy can be mean. So
Moody. I wouldn't say mean. I'm very moody. I used to be mean when I was younger, but I'm very moody.
Right.
I'm a Cancer,
Uh-huh.
so it takes a little time to get used to it. But so we were co-workers. So in passing, when I first met him, it's like the guy on the street. Like, I see him at the Philly terminal, Greyhound terminal, and I think I was waiting to go to Pittsburgh, and he came in, and he's just like a lovable, kind guy. So he just started talking to me. I initially thought he was a Richmond driver, like, because he has a southern accent. So he's originally from Georgia.
Mhm.
So I thought he wasn't a Philly driver. So I would see him in passing in New York and stuff. He would always talk to me, and then he would get on my nerves because, like, in the driving room, they would have the TV on, and then he want to plug in his Fire Stick and change the channel. Like, sir, how you know if I was watching that or not? But I thought he was a nice
I was
guy.
making my move. So
Right, like that was your
Like,
little.
turning the channel.
Yeah, let it be
She
known.
like,
Yeah.
She liked what I was watching anyway.
You had to
She sat there
create an
and watched it.
It was cool. I started watching it too, but and I left Greyhound because it was taking me away from pursuing my dreams.
Mhm.
But we still stayed connected. Like, it was like this Facebook drivers group and whatever. And so, like, we was connected on social media already, and like he would, like, be flirtatious and stuff. But I was in a situation, he was in a situation, and God works in mysterious ways. And long story short, when he was done with his situation, I was finally done with
I had to
mine.
run from that situation.
All right, but when
Escape.
we both were in toxic situations.
Right.
So, like, we saved each other. Like,
Yeah.
pretty much, we saved each other. And so when we both were broken up at the same time, and I think I posted I was performing, and he was like, "When your next performance? Because I'm single now, so I want to go out."
Right.
So I was like, "Okay, so that's your way of telling me you
I
single."
didn't know she was an artist though. I didn't know.
At first, he
So
didn't
that was
know.
a surprise to you.
Yeah, regular girl. Yeah.
Yeah, because I always I'm quiet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
when I'm like, I guess, mysterious, because I'm very private. You know what I mean? And I don't go like, "Hey, I rap."
Right.
Listen to me rap. Like I never.
This
did
is my
that,
day
you
job
know?
over here, and everything else is
Yeah,
over.
right.
Yeah.
And like I remember when I was doing that, that was the last job like that I was at. I haven't been like I call it corporate, but I haven't been clocking in and clocking out in years.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, like my production has really taken off, and I make a good living off of what I do.
Beautiful.
But like back then, I remember like the drivers would be like, "We trying to get you." Some of them actually knew who I was, but just like we trying to get you and like come hang out with us. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, nah,
Mm-hmm.
like
That's not my thing no more.
it's not even that it wasn't my thing. It's just like people nosy.
Mm-hmm.
Some people out here want to get close to you to be in your business and
Facts.
spread the business.
Facts.
So I'm aware of that. So I just, hey, how y'all doing? And go ahead about my business, and that's it. So, but no, yeah. So we met at Greyhound, and then years later started dating.
All right. Yo, those toxic relationships, they're there to teach us lessons in life to be able to live our greatest life. Once we learn those lessons, we can implement them and, be great. And man, we've had some hard knocks, all of us. Do you think any of those toxic, you explained like you kind of healed together? You went through a healing process together. So, you grew together in a different capacity. And do you think any of those toxic baggage, did you have trouble with that in transition?
I'm sorry, hold on 1 second. I'm going to pause and be safe, okay? All right. That's my nephew.
Hey, Neff. Be
safe.
safe.
That's my brother's oldest. And, my brother passed away 4 months ago. So that's his oldest. So my nieces and nephews are my babies.
That's a baby,
yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead. So you asked me, what was the question? I'm sorry.
That's all right. This is real. Right now, real time.
Yes.
Did any of those toxic baggage, cause a problem in your relationship coming together?
In the beginning, yes, very, very much so. I think, I will be honest, probably more so me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, both, but because
that toxic relationship was calling wife. Yeah, so all types of
because his situation was
crazy.
In the beginning, it was rough. So I'll say this. So the beginning of our relationship, not even a marriage, the beginning of the relationship was rough because, my situation I was in for 5.5 years, and we get caught up on time. You get so attached to people because of the history.
Yeah.
Even if it's bad history, you just get caught up on the time. And it took me a long time to break out of that. But what I will say is that if I did not go through that, I wouldn't be able to appreciate the man that he is.
You wouldn't have received him because that was your reward in life.
Right.
The person you really deserved after going through all of those things. Right.
Girl, I'm telling you, it was crazy. It was crazy. But like that last situation, I'll just say this is as an example. That last situation, I'm a tomboy. Like I switch it up. I wear skirts and stuff when I want to, when I feel like it. That last situation was like, I'm tired of you wearing, pants and stuff. Well, what? I was wearing pants when you met me. Like I switch up when I want to. He has never said that.
Right. He appreciates you for who you are.
He likes when I switch it up. He doesn't try to change me. Right. So that last situation kind of chipped that away of my self-esteem and my self-worth. And so in the beginning, like, you expecting the same. You get caught up on all men are the same, but that's not the truth. That's not the truth. So I just had to really let go of my past and my baggage and just receive all that he is. And, God's blessing, like we saved each other. Like, we both had confidence issues from past situations that chipped away at our confidence. So we like build up each other and we complement each other very well, I must say.
Yep.
Right. Yo, I said like I
That's dope.
admire it. Yeah, I
dope.
admire. You know, sometimes you'll write something and it's just you can just it's from the heart. You can tell it's from the heart. Like when you posted your anniversary picture, which was totally dope, by the way. Totally
Yeah,
dope.
We had fun that day. So
Yeah.
we did a mansion, so
Yeah.
big old mansion, but it was nice.
Wow. Yeah, I mean that's part of it. You have to treat yourself and experience life, and that's what I see through, you two. And of course, you only share snippets. So I can imagine like if you put the effort into that, you put the effort into everyday life as you have to,
Hey,
know.
what's her Instagram again?
Feisty, FYSTEE 215.
Got it.
Boom. Yeah, you got to put in that effort every day because, yesterday's issues are not today's issues. We're
Right.
we're
Yep.
evolving people, and we have emotions and feelings and attitudes and life coming at us, and so it's a balancing act, and you have to be able to work together and understand each other, communicate, and to be able to really fluidly move together. And it sounds like, oh yeah, that sounds good. Let's do it. But it's a dance. It's a really complicated dance some days,
You can't go to bed angry either.
Yeah,
So
it takes
Right.
work.
yeah, so
It takes work, and that's with anything. And like I was speaking to somebody the other day, and they said like I'm tired of working. I'm not trying to be working for the rest of my life. And I said, well, what people don't realize when they say that, like, it's inaccurate because you're going to work for the rest of your life
in some
And
capacity.
it's beyond a job.
mhm.
Your relationships, you got to work to keep it healthy, and no matter what relationship it is,
Mhm.
you want to be healthy. You got to work. You got to work out. Finances, you got to work, manage your work, your finances. You got to work on yourself internally, externally.
Right.
Like you're going to work for the rest of your life if you want to be better and do better and grow.
Yeah.
You're
And-
always going to work.
Yeah. And
Everything takes work.
you have to be growing mentally, spiritually, and physically in some capacity, or you're dead. You're not fully
Yeah, yeah.
experiencing life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Man,
That's true.
what you gotta say, Devon?
I'm just listening to the,
You soaking it
I was
in.
going to get to the point where, y'all basically were able to unpack y'all baggage together. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And
Mhm.
see what y'all was carrying, and be able to understand each other much better. So that's always a beautiful thing in a relationship. So you can know
Right.
somebody past, so y'all know not to repeat those same mistakes, and you learn from them. So
Right.
that's, one of
And
the
you know
main
what
points.
helped us, honestly? And within the black community, we unfortunately shun upon it, but it's actually really helpful and healthy. Prior to marriage, we had marriage counseling.
We had the counseling. Yeah.
Yeah, we had marriage counseling with the minister that married us. Shout out to Moosin Thornton. And after the marriage, we still continue, even to this day, we still continue to counsel with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I
it's
was going
very
to ask
healthy.
you, how long did y'all do the counseling prior to getting
We did
married?
it before we got married, middle of the marriage,
Yeah.
and we still doing
You
it.
know,
So it just
it's very healthy because, like, so I say we probably did started marriage counseling, premarital counseling, 6 months prior to the wedding,
Mm-hmm.
because he wasn't going to marry us unless
we do the
The counseling.
the counseling first.
So and then afterwards, he still stayed in touch with us,
Mm-hmm.
and still advocated for us to do counseling. So we did it, and it's always a beautiful thing when you meet people that
The other
truly wants.
couples,
Yeah. Yeah, it's always good, a beautiful thing when you meet people that truly wants to see you guys win
Mm-hmm.
as a unit,
Indeed.
Right.
So we still do counseling, and it's like I said, it's very healthy. It's the first year, to be honest, the first year of marriage was tough.
What was your
Um,
biggest challenge? What was your
I'm
biggest
sorry.
challenge?
So you want me to be?
No, we gonna be
Be
real.
honest,
We ain't gonna be fake.
No, keep it all the way real.
Yeah. We're talking about the
'Cause
experience. Let's go.
People need to hear the truth to learn from it. Yeah,
Yeah.
people need to learn from it.
So without being disrespectful and having boundaries, his mom was difficult.
Yeah, my mom, she was. It's the mom, so what you
Mhm.
mean? Yeah, that's mom. So I'm the first son, so you know.
Very difficult.
That is
But
not
when
unique.
I had,
Not
I'm
unique.
sorry, say that.
I
Say
said
that
that is not unique. So
It's not unique.
I
That's
know,
the thing.
Right.
Especially the oldest. So I'm the first son, so she think I'm still her baby. So I'm like, Mom, I'm past the baby.
But mama gotta understand this my baby now.
Yeah, so
Okay.
she came to
Right.
understand. She doing good with it now. So mom's okay.
There
You
you
know,
go.
she does do good. You know why? Because we don't pay her no mind no more.
Yeah, so she like,
Be
okay,
honest.
I'm gonna give it up. This is my daughter-in-law. Oh well.
Yeah, you know, you
Okay.
got to be respectful, and in that unionship
Yeah.
between two, you have to say, listen,
Right.
this is us, and our
Yeah,
life is
yeah.
what we want it to be, and it's what we decide and how we decide to maneuver. You know,
Right.
not anybody else has to agree upon it, because of course we want the approval of others and people we care and love about. However, the reality is, like, that's not gonna be the case all the time. And right. So you gotta, you know, decide to be at peace with whatever you two decide. And
Right.
that's healthy, to have boundaries. Like, okay, this
Right.
doesn't sit right with our spirit, or we realize there's some sort of toxic trait here, and with anything, I need to remove myself.
And what I learned in counseling, see, this is how helpful it is. What I learned in counseling was, because it was a battle that wasn't mine, and I kept trying to fight it.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, when you try to fight battles that's not yours, it just creates a real toxic environment
oh yeah.
for yourself and the people around you. You know, we would, if we did get in arguments, it was behind, you know, something his mom did or said, you know. And then I had to realize, like, I did all I could do. I tried. I've been very respectful. It's something that he has to deal with his mom, and you know, something she has to deal with on her own in time. And I'm just gonna give it up to God, you know, and not fight that battle. So we, ever since this particular one marriage counseling session, it got real heated, but we had a breakthrough during the counseling session, and
That's how it's
Congratulations.
ever since then we've been good.
Yeah.
We've been good. He has been very supportive. He has my back. We and that happened like a year ago, year or so ago, and like we don't argue about his mom, and not only put it all on his mom, but overall. So because we had issues from my family too. I went through a lot of stuff.
The door go both ways.
Right.
Right.
Take two to tango.
The difference is, it does go both ways, but the difference is my family loves and adore him. Like, they don't give him grief at all. My grandma, my 96-year-old grandma, you can't tell her this ain't her man. Okay? This
Keep
is
it
her
respectful, mom.
man. Oh, listen, we let her live. Like, one time he stopped by to see her, or he took something over to her house for me, and he reached in to give her a kiss on the cheek. She turned around, kissed him on the lip.
And grab my butt. So. Grandma,
She living her best life.
Watch out.
She don't care if I'm married to her. I'm a fan. So
There you go.
I'm not messing with it. So.
But my point is, like, my family loves him. Now, the problem that I did have with my family, and just a lot of jealousy. You know, a lot of jealousy. And what I will just say, sum it up. What we realized, the two people that gave us the most grief during our first year of marriage would cause a lot of arguments. Like, my family, we didn't argue about my family, but I was always in a bad mood. And we are in this together. So he naturally sees it firsthand, and he has to deal with that, right?
Right.
And
You were bringing your baggage home. Your outside baggage inside.
Right. And so what we had to realize, the two people, the one person in his family, and the one person in my family that was causing us so much grief, were the two most people that depended on us individually.
Yep.
You know, his mom depended on him, and my folks depended on me. And so, you know, when you get married, you know, you forsake all others. You cleave to your husband and your wife. And I think they knew things were going to be different. I mean, of course, they knew things were going to be different. I was no longer going to be accessible, as he was no longer going to be accessible.
Right.
You know, you got to get with the program. Like,
but that's key for you to identify the root of where they have things coming from, because that's where you begin to be able to figure it out and heal that situation. And,
right.
you know what I mean? Know how to approach it.
And the key is not fighting battles that's not yours.
Exactly. It's not your job to fix them.
That's their own issues that they got to deal with. If you don't like the fact that we are married and we're sharing our lives together and building a foundation, that's your problem. Like,
yeah, it's a two-part thing.
They name ain't on the contract.
Right.
Exactly. A marriage is between two people. If you want to bring another party in, bring God in. Okay?
Right.
That's on the head. God first, yeah.
Right. Yeah, you know, that's a twofold thing, because you have to release that ego to say, like, oh, well, this isn't my problem. It's not about me. You know, that's their thing. And I'm confident in our situation. And then you have to have that understanding to say, really be okay with that. Like, make that peace with, you know, this is not my personal problem. And
it's not personal, so they can't take it personal.
They got their own problems.
Yes, we got our own problem. They got theirs, so
we let it be.
Right.
You just gotta pray for people sometimes. Just pray for them.
Right.
Your own mama, though, you know. Pray for mama.
Yeah.
And the reality is, they gonna be all right.
Yeah.
They're gonna be all right.
For sure.
Hey, so,
Listen, they'll figure it out without our money and our help. They'll figure it out.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes families depend on that, and you at some point, you know, didn't have that boundary, and it just became like a thing, you know, a cycle. And it's hard to make that transition, because they expect and anticipate, you know, for you to continue to provide forever and ever. You know, they didn't ever anticipate.
And they are not our children.
Yeah,
you
right.
know? And you hit it right on the nose. Like, that was the difficult part of the first year of marriage, is just the transitioning part. You know, just letting go of, you know, our own issues, the people that was, you know, trying to hold us back rather, and just let them be. Because ultimately, we had a conversation, and I said, you know what, Quentin, we created those monsters. Or if we didn't create those monsters, we enabled the monsters.
Let them live.
And individually, I'll just speak on my situation, because I don't want to disrespect. My situation, the people that were giving me problems were people that always depended on me, and I always came through. No matter how I felt or what I was dealing with in my own life, in my own personal world. So when you make yourself so accessible like that, people get used to it, and then they feel entitled.
They're those
feel
energy
like
vampires.
You know what I mean? So once I stopped, and this was before Quinn and I even started dating. It was a transition in my life that I said, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on me and worry about me. I cannot save everybody. I can only save myself. I'm only responsible for me, how I feel, how I operate in this world, and I'm going to manage my life and not micromanage everybody else's life. And so once I did that, that's when the kickback started kicking in. Then when I got married, it was crazy. Okay, so and then
you probably got you're acting new, you're acting funny, you know.
Right,
like,
right.
Oh, okay.
Exactly,
well,
exactly.
Thanks.
And so I just realized,
as you should have been.
Sat down and we talked, and I was like, right. And I sat down and we talked about it. I was like, do you realize that the people that's giving us so much grief are the people that depended on us the most? And like I said, they'll figure it out. And God rest my brother's soul, but I really attribute my strength and toughness to him. Because I'm a Cancer. We're both Cancers. He's July 4th from July 6th.
Oh, man.
So, you know, with us Cancers, we're very compassionate and giving and very understanding.
That's one
And my
emotional
brother
household.
was like,
Right. A lot of water.
I said that's one emotional household.
Flooded in there.
very much so.
Y'all ain't
Very
holding
much
back.
so.
Ain't nobody holding back.
Very emotional, but
And not in a bad
I would
way.
say
You know, all
I'm
emotions,
less-
you know.
Yeah, very emotional. But male cancers are more emotional than female cancers.
Nah, that ain't.
No, it's true. It's
Ladies.
no, male cancers are more emotional.
He look, that's an ego right there.
No, it's my ego. I could be emotional, but I'm very logical at the same time.
Okay, all right.
So, like, I don't do the arguing back and forth. Tell the truth. I walk away, right? And then and the reason why I walk away is because I don't want to go back and forth, and I don't want to say anything that I don't truly mean. Right. And I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Right.
But the walk away is a very, very strong emotional signal.
Right.
We all know.
Oh, that silent
treatment. There's no confusion
is just
in what it means.
Right.
Walk away, but I'll be in the next room. She come back in there. You don't want to talk to me now?
It's more to it.
It's more to it.
Yeah, it's more to it.
I gotta disagree. I gotta disagree.
I can't walk away too long though.
My walking away is simply I don't want to go back and forth and say things I truly don't mean just to hurt you because I'm angry and I'm frustrated. Right. So just give me my space and my time to myself to calm down, to reevaluate, my actions, because I'm very self-aware. I know when I'm wrong. Like, we all know when we're wrong, right, whether we admit it or not. So I grew up in a household where, it was a lot of venom with the words. So seeing that, I learned how to do it as well. Like, so I don't, and I always told him, like, I did that in my last situation. Right. I don't want to do that.
Right.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt you with my words. Right. So let me just walk away.
We're kindred spirits on this one. We're kindred spirits on this one. And I say the same thing. Like I say, sometimes I just need that space to chill and, like you said, reevaluate. What am I really mad about? And I don't want to be in my emotions when we talk about it. We can talk about it. Just give me, a little bit, a minute, whatever the situation calls for, so we can actually talk.
Well, the real deal is you just really want to bring it down from nuclear.
Right.
You was about to hit
the button. Right.
You was about to hit the button. And like,
right.
Let me chill.
Yeah. Like, whoa, listen.
That's
I need
very destructive.
Right.
Yeah, because
baby.
That doesn't solve anything. You're not hearing me. I'm not hearing you.
Exactly.
You hit the button, he gonna hit the button. That's
right.
War. World War III.
Just let the lady talk. Don't argue with the lady. So you don't supposed to argue. Just let him talk.
He's saying that to y'all. But I'm gonna make sure I remind him that he said that to y'all.
Oh, shoot.
The next argument.
We should do a reality show now and see what's true. No.
That's the mantra they give us.
Trying to figure it out.
Don't argue. Don't say nothing. Just let it go, and you go.
Just let it go. So guys, don't argue with the lady. Just let them get it out and just.
Till she hit that button.
But fellas, does that work?
Not all the time.
Okay.
It don't work all the time, but
sometimes the situation calls for it.
Yeah. Well, I think sometimes is that your lady wants to get it out.
Right.
And let me not interrupt. Let me just let her get it out. Even if parts of it, or if she throwing darts at me too, that's cool. Cause she just want to really get it out, and I know I could take them. She don't mean them.
That's that understanding, right?
A dart might hit somewhere
You're like, wait
that
a
do
second.
hurt. And you can't hold that in sometimes because we got our own
you got feelings and expressions.
And sometimes it might get there and you like, damn, that one hit.
Be like, oh, you getting a little close now. Yeah. I'm gonna need you to scale it back.
What people don't realize when you throwing them darts, right? See, words stick with people.
They hit those emotional triggers.
They build up.
Yeah, it's stick, and even though y'all may have gotten past it. Trust me, that your spouse ain't forget.
Yeah, nobody forget that. So.
Your spouse ain't forget. If you hurt their feelings,
right?
Yeah, you hurt their feelings, they ain't forget. So it's just best to just like y'all go to your own corners.
Right. Time out.
Ding ding ding. Separate.
Time out.
Right.
Time out.
Exactly.
Like calm down. Reevaluate. Then come back and talk about it like a mature adults.
Right.
So that way y'all are able to hear each other.
Right.
Because arguing gets you nowhere. It truly doesn't.
Right. A headache, a whole headache. And then you don't. You're breaking down your foundation. Because if you can't.
Some couples can argue for 3 hours, though,
Yo.
Like a job, man.
Yo.
It
for
just
3
for
hours.
me, arguing it takes so much energy.
It's a lot of energy, right?
Energy.
Oh yeah.
And it screws the whole vibe up.
You can't eat afterwards.
Right.
You-
Right, it screws up your sex life, you know,
Uh-huh.
your mind, your stomach. Like, listen,
Yeah.
Everything.
it's just not cool. Take a time
And
out.
so what we have on our wall in our bedroom, it says, "Always kiss me goodnight."
Yep.
Mhm.
We're not going to bed angry.
Can't go
Right.
to bed angry. So that's
You
the
know,
bad
what
thing.
what if one of us don't wake up?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
You don't think
You
like
know,
that?
so it's always important to, no matter the situation, to love on each other,
Mhm.
even when you're angry and frustrated. You know,
Right.
so
And
life is short,
sometimes
man.
it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And we all
Mhm.
come with different issues. And so
Right.
you have to be mindful of those types of things as well.
Mhm.
You know, like you said, continue to love on one another, because at the end of the day, you're trying to build up this union instead of tear it down. So if that's supposed to be your ace, like, why would you say that crappy toxic stuff? Like, why? That's
Right.
you can
Right.
get your point across without having to go there, because that's not healthy.
Hey, Rose,
Yeah.
I did want to ask. I don't want to segue, but
Go
I
ahead.
wanted to know how does her artistry tie into this relationship? Because this is what
Relationship.
I was
At
told,
first,
and I would like to hear about it.
Yeah,
You know,
so-
she actually just released a song recently.
But y'all go ahead and
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was kind of a segue to that, because the song talks about, ditching like crap that you don't want to associate with anymore. So
Watch my back.
yeah.
Watch my back. Future and Almost Famous 215. He's such a
I have to
talented
get on the
artist.
camera, so.
Yeah, husband and
Nice.
my co-director Azo Vision. The song actually was inspired by the things that I've been through in the past few years since getting married. I had to cut a lot of people off,
hmm
so I dealt with a lot of hate, and it's okay. I get it,
You
I
just
get it,
grew
but
apart.
I don't.
You raised your vibe.
Right. And so, far as my artistry, how it affects my marriage,
well, not really effects, but I know that's part of what you put into your artistry is your good, your relationship building and what you have with your husband and
Mhm.
those things,
that
you put
so
on
my
Instagram.
New album that
Mhm.
so my new album that I'm working on, which I plan on putting out February 9th, which is my brother's birthday. It has a lot to do with relationships.
Mhm.
A lot to do with relationships. Like one song is called "Let Me Down," where it talks about family letting you down. Like you had high expectations for them just based upon your relationship, not particularly their life, but your expectations on, if I'm loyal to you, I expect you to be loyal to me.
Okay.
And if I've always supported you and been there for you, and you don't do that, especially in my one little moment
Mhm.
that I truly needed, you let me down. So, like I said, the past few years has definitely affected my music. Like, I let somebody listen to like the tracks that I had for it so far, and it was like, I want that party anthem. I want that party anthem. I'm gonna work on it. I can do it, but that's not the space I'm in right now.
Mhm.
The album is called Therapy Session.
Okay.
Nice.
So, which focuses on love, loss, relationships, growing, and that's the space I'm in. But as far as like my artistry don't affect my marriage. He supports me. He's always supported me, and that's one of the things I truly appreciate about him. I deal with a lot of men, and
It's the industry.
in the beginning of us just dating, it took a little time for him to get used to that. But once he seen that, like,
It's very professional.
Yeah, I'm very professional.
You're about your business.
You had to
And
you
people
had to go to a
respect you.
couple studio sessions, to make sure right?
Yeah, I had to work on it. I'm like, okay.
He'll be there at a couple video shoots.
Okay.
But he had to see that, he had to see how I operate doing business, and he know I'm about my
And the artists she deal with, they very
respectful.
Right.
respectful,
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't.
And so I'm
Some
like,
of them, all of them married. Most of them. Yeah,
some of them, yeah.
Most of them married.
And so, like I said, he knows that I'm about my money. I'm
Yeah.
about my business. Like, I'll go shoot a couple videos in one day. Like, come on, we out. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about. I don't care about that. Ain't no. Listen, them guys ain't got nothing for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I appreciate the business that they bring to me, but I'm not interested at one bit. Because there is some people that don't respect, marriage.
Yo, they
you
really
know?
don't. They really
Some
don't.
have tried it, but once they see that I'm not playing,
Right.
no, you're not going to disrespect me, and you're not going to disrespect my husband.
Mhm.
So I don't go for that, because I'll go pop off quick, fast, and hurry.
I'll pop off too. These.
You know what I mean? So don't do it. But in the beginning, it did. But like I said, he's my biggest supporter. So it doesn't affect it in a negative way. He supports everything I do. So
That's dope.
What was it like for you to find out? Like you said, you went to a performance of hers,
Yeah.
and you found out like this is who she was. This was her secret person.
I'm like, I'm married a celebrity. Oh, because I see beyond this, she's the ordinary girl, but when fights come out, fights a whole different ball game. She got a bad mouth. She just, so. No, fight got a mouth. So.
Well, I'm assertive.
You talking about feisty, babe? Feisty.
Yeah, I'm assertive.
Yeah,
like,
so
I wouldn't say I got a bad mouth. I'm just very assertive. Like,
but when fights turned on, she's a sweetheart.
But you said I was mean.
Yeah, she can be mean a little bit, but fight. That's only when she beat me, I'm like, this is spicy coming out. That's spicy.
It gotta be feisty.
Let me go in the other room. I ain't dealing with spicy right now. Let it be by itself. Go make some music spicy. So. I don't deal with it, so.
There you go. You separate the two and incorporate it just a little bit in the mix, and you got magic.
Yeah.
That's funny. Did he have any surprises? Like any fun personality surprises?
Like with the people that I work with?
No, I mean in general, like he found out you were, a musician, and did he have any secret hobby or something?
Did he have a hobby?
Yeah.
Are
you Superman somewhere?
He's an Amazon. He's addicted to Amazon.
Yeah, me too. I say the same thing. I'm not addicted. However, I will look for everything on there first before I go to the store, more than likely. Because it takes, it's easier to just have it sent next day or whatever. And, everything's available. The prices are decent. I mean, who can complain, right?
Hey.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll complain. I'll be like, you just ordered something from Amazon. We don't need that. And then I turn around maybe a week later, I start using
now
it.
Right?
They got Amazon Fresh now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wrap, man.
Yeah, before the pandemic, I ordered a lot of masks and hand sanitizer, but I didn't know it was going to have a pandemic, but we had all that supplies in the house.
That's
Because he's an Amazon junkie.
Yeah, so I just bought it just to keep in the house,
There you go.
I didn't know anything about the pandemic, though, so they came in handy at the time,
You a prepper.
I'm a prepper, yeah.
You never know what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, so,
Oh, that's
Right.
what's up, man. Boy Scout style. I'm with you, man. Always prepared.
Yeah, you got to have a little bit of something in the backpack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never know. You absolutely never know.
But he's also into working out heavy,
Mm-hmm.
and I always encourage him you should be a personal trainer. He's big on health,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I used to be I'm still I gained a couple of pounds during the pandemic. I'm working on it. We just came from the gym earlier. That's why we was a little late.
Mm-hmm. Girl, don't worry about that. Shoot, I like that you guys go to the gym together.
He's
that's
very supportive.
yeah, right.
He's big on health, and he is very educated on things that are good for your body, things that are not good for your body. Like I said, I encourage him to be a personal trainer, because I think he will be a great personal trainer. But like I said, prior to us dating, I was at my highest weight,
Mm-hmm.
and I was I seriously really want to lose weight because I got diagnosed with diabetes,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to live. and I don't want to take 4 metformins. And I'm being very
Right, that
personal right
can
here.
that can be, but that can be controlled by your diet, and so why not
Right.
take control of it?
Right.
Yeah.
So hopefully
Real
my
big issue, you
my
know?
testimony will help somebody. But so was diagnosed with diabetes maybe like a year into us dating, and I was prescribed 4 metformin pills a day. And I'm different. I don't like pills.
Right.
I like natural remedies. Like if I get sick, I do the old school thing. Make me some tea, put some onions, some honey in there. You know, some lemons. Sleep it
Some
off. and I might
homeopathic
mix it with
stuff, right?
yeah, may mix it with some E&J, you know, and sleep it off.
Right.
So when
Homeopathic hood methods.
The hood version.
Like if you mix your tea with some,
right now.
you mix some tea with some E&J, and I'm not.
Yeah, it's a hot toddy. You know, it's all. Yeah, I understand.
Exactly.
Gets you where you need to go. I'm just clears out the mucus. Your chest is good to go. You sweat it out.
Sleep it off, and you wake up like nothing never happened.
Yeah.
But so I said, you know, I really want to lose weight, and he held me accountable because I said something. I was like, I want to lose weight, but I really want to get healthy, and he held me accountable. If I was doing something that I should, eating something that I shouldn't eat, he was like, wait.
Right.
You don't need another one.
Yeah,
Gotta make better decisions.
All type of sweet
And I
cookies,
understand if some
candy,
people college that like
all type of
salt,
stuff, yeah.
I like sweet stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We like sweet. That
So-
wasn't the cancer thing.
So so he supported me.
Yeah.
Like, let's go to the gym. And we was going to the gym. He supported my journey. And he still supports me. So, you know, that's one of his I would say more so than anything, his hobby is like really health. We have a room, a workout room in our house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So like he's big on it. He's big on it.
Awesome.
Like he will wake up faithfully 4:00 in the morning and work out and still go to work.
Do you see a difference in your of course your mood, your energy since you've been working out?
For sure, for sure. Now, honestly, my mood lately ain't been too good.
Right.
So like I said, 4 months ago, my brother was murdered. So everything irritates me right now.
Right.
Just everything. And he has been very helpful and supportive and patient.
Right.
But
This strong woman right here. She handling this. You know, her brother's death, everything. So
and so thank you for that. But
yeah, strong woman.
so when I was like really, I'm getting back into the motion of like eating all the right stuff. I still don't eat crazy, but you know, ice cream, that's the devil.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. But
Chocolate chip
that's
cookies.
your feel good, right?
But you definitely see a change in your energy, your mood, just your motivation, skin.
Mm-hmm.
You see a huge difference in your skin. I'm telling you, you be glowing.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you just feel so much better about yourself. You know, and it's not even about physical and what you look like. It's what you feel. It's how you feel.
Right.
Yep.
Like, it's how you feel.
And that's great for y'all. When y'all come back from the gym and y'all know y'all feeling that together, that even further strengthens the bond.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like even sometimes, like in the gym, most of the times, like he'll really want me to work out with him, but I'm kind of different. Like whereas though, like I gotta get in my mode. I gotta be in my zone. You know what I mean? And if my favorite is the elliptical, so I'm like, all right, well, let me get on the elliptical. You just get on the elliptical with me for a little while if you want, and just be next to me.
Yeah.
After that,
Get you
all
started.
around. Wait.
Yeah, just get me started. Be next to me, and then he'll go off and do his own little
Yeah,
thing.
so
Right.
So it's always good to just do things that y'all truly enjoy together. Things that if something that your partner one party really wants to do, support them. Do it with them.
Right.
The best way you can support them is doing it with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how can I help you? Like, I got a video shoot after this. So he's going, and he normally jumps in like, what do you want me to do? How can I help you?
Your
So
assistant.
support your
He's
man.
your personal assistant.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Or
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
your co-producer on that
Yeah.
one. Like, yo, we right here.
Yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
And
sure.
I'm learning the business too, how to use the camera. So that's a lot of, you gotta be skillful to do that too. So
Mhm.
Yeah, you gotta have an eye.
you
You
gotta
gotta
have
have an
an
eye
eye
for
for
it.
everything. So yeah.
You can add that to your resume. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna write it. Just put it on it. When I get
Yeah.
some clients, why not?
Right.
Yeah.
Man, you guys can find Miss Feisty at Feisty215. And yo, I really want to congratulate you guys on maintaining and building a healthy relationship. You know,
Sure.
you're doing all the things that are necessary to even beyond what some other people would do to go ahead and make sure that they're building that strong foundation and making each other and themselves happy in the process. Oh, check that
Previously on
out. That was confirmation right
I
there.
thought you did that.
You know, that was confirmation right there that it
But I
is
wanna Thank you
agreed.
for supporting me. Like you've been supporting my music for a long time, so I appreciate you.
Yeah, you're
But
welcome.
even thinking about me, thinking about us joining you today, and I so much gratitude, so much gratitude. And I'm very private. I don't really
Yo, I
expose my
appreciate it.
personal
Yeah.
life. So you listen. Can we cuss?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I fucks with you, okay? Okay, so
That's
Yeah.
spicy right now.
heavy. So
Thank you.
I truly appreciate you for thinking of me, thinking
Yeah.
of us.
I admire your growth. Like you said, I've been following you as an artist for years. And, I was following you before I even met you in real life, reposting and just supporting because I saw a woman who is passionate and pushing forward to achieve growth. And that's what, I really enjoy about you in all capacities, your personal, your thank you for sharing your private, and, through your creative process as well. You have Feisty Productions and, you're doing your thing and you have like you said, you need to have an eye for it, girl. You're doing your thing. Go check out her work and everything. If you are in need of a video or whatever, go ahead and contact her. She definitely is very creative and, is about her work for sure. So that's
And I work with the artists. Like I don't hit them up crazy,
right.
Like I work with artists within a budget, and because I'm an artist first.
Right.
I'm always an artist first at heart. Starting out, I didn't have the support, financial support, and so that's how I was able to. That's when I was like, listen, I can't pay for studio time, so I'm gonna learn how to record it and mix, engineer my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pay for videos, thousands of dollars for videos, so I'm gonna learn how to shoot and edit my own videos.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always keep in mind where I was.
Right.
So, I'm not like, I don't have tons of money where I can give back to the community, but in my mind, that's my way of helping. You still got to pay me for my services because these lights gotta stay on.
Right. At the end of the day, it's a job and it's a talent.
Right.
It's a creative service. Even if it's not going to McDonald's and getting a Happy Meal, you're still receiving service for in exchange for the agreement was funds. So you have to honor the agreement.
And I
Right,
like
but
how
I
you
still make sure I go above and beyond for the artist.
and I like
And,
how you I'm sorry, I like how you call yourself an artist, because amongst artists it's about working and learning new things, and the more video projects and the more different people you work with, that just expands your own diversity, your own understanding, your own capabilities.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's not about just now everybody just the business and the money and people, go buy a camera and the next day they shooting
the
videos.
artistry of it.
Right there.
And I honestly appreciate, like I have clients that come to me all the time for not just videos but for studio time, just my advice, and I truly appreciate them just considering me, because we in Philly, it's small but it's so many people that do what I do, And the fact that they take their hard-earned money, they got 9 to 5s too, and there's nothing wrong with it. And they come to me, and they trust me with their vision. They trust me with their project. So I truly appreciate that, and I truly love them, and got so much love for them. And even when I went through, like, when my brother passed away, like, they were like really, they were reaching out. They was like calling in, checking up on me. Sending their condolences, and like some of them didn't even record anywhere else. And so I was, I'm like, come record. And I'm not really in the mood to really deal with a lot of things right now. But they're very patient, and that speaks volumes.
Right.
That speaks volumes. Like,
they're loyal.
I do good business.
Yeah.
I do good business.
Yeah.
And I really care about the artist. It's not about the money, because I'm gonna be fine regardless. But I always keep in mind, like, these people are coming and spending their hard-earned money. They trust in you with your services. You got to treat people with decency, and I stand on that. Like, even, my brother Lone going right now. So I attribute the way how I do business with how he used to say things to me, like school me on, his business. He said, even he can't get locked up now.
Right.
even the smoker on the corner that went to him for business, he treated them with decency. He ain't treat them like a crackhead. You know what I mean? You treat people like a human being.
Man, first of all, they're paying your bills, for crying out loud. Like,
Come on, man.
they're paying your bills. Like, at the end of the day, just human decency goes a long way.
Exactly.
Long way.
Exactly.
Treat everybody how you want to be treated.
And I truly appreciate the people that support me. Again, thank you. And
absolutely.
It's more. I got more in store, but this album is my best yet. I haven't released a whole project in so long, but this one right here is some raw, real, relatable music on here that I feel like people will enjoy and relate to, and because I think in this era of music, I don't hear nothing on the radio that I truly relate to, and that's a 90s era, like early 2000s. Like, I miss that about music.
Right.
You can turn on a song that from back in the day and will speak exactly to how you feel at that moment. So that's what I really wanted to do with this album, Therapy Session, and I look forward to everybody enjoying it, giving me feedback. I'm always open for feedback. But, you'll be the first one to get a copy.
Yeah, send it on to Glockaware. When's the release date?
February 9th.
There you go. So stay tuned for February 9th therapy session with Feisty. And you know what? Again, thank you for being so transparent, having a couple laughs with us tonight, and, sharing your experience, how to, build and maintain that healthy relationship. And I look forward to just seeing you guys flourish.
Thank you.
You're
We're
welcome.
going to drop the baby maybe, like, I'm thinking.
Little Feisty.
A little feisty one.
Oh, man. Well, we look forward to seeing what's coming up with you guys in the future. Okay. So thanks for joining us. We're going to close out and look forward to some other episodes coming up in November, since we are at the end of the month. Stay tuned as well for the Glockaware Radio Show, which is coming up from 8 to 10 with the friggin' hip-hop uncensored crap. They go crazy in here, so we got to get out of here. Until then, peace.
All right, because